Okay, so also for legs, not the common, okay, so for legs you can basically do a couple of things, right? You can do squats, you can climb stairs, you can even use your elliptical to help train your legs, as long as you have enough lift on that elliptical. You're not really skiing so much as you are lifting, right? I'm not going to talk about like leg press exercises. I'm not going to talk about seated leg extensions or even leg curls. This is a leg curl, by the way. And this is a leg extension. Throw a weight on your foot, stand up, balance, and do a leg extension. And you know what? You want to make it hard? Put a band on that foot. Attach it back there. You're doing a leg extension. You will feel it in your quad, front of your leg, which is a shape you want. But things that women really get peeved about is in here or out here. And first thing first, I think having hips and shape is what makes us beautiful women. So I'm not one of those people who ever wants to hear a woman say, oh, I hate my thunder thighs. You know what? Leverage your thunder thighs. Make your waist thin enough. Keep your shoulders wide and your back. Doesn't mean you need to look manly. Doesn't need to mean you need to be as muscular as me necessarily. But when you make sure that you have lovely shaped thighs, right? Keep your hips, love your hips, and love your shoulders and the width of your back. What happens naturally is your waist will begin to look thinner. So it's an optical illusion to some degree to keep that hourglass shape, and it doesn't matter if you're big, medium, or small. That beautiful shape is sometimes just the very thing that gives you the confidence to say, you know what, I look great. Doesn't matter. You don't have to be whatever this size 6 ideal model size is. I don't know, it's probably not. It's probably size 2. I'm not a size 2. I don't give a shit. So, love yourself. Love your thighs. But anyways, things you can do for your legs, as I digress constantly, is not just squats, which, by the way, hits your bottom really nice if you're doing it right. But you want to hit these inner and outer thighs. And so how do you do that? You grab some weights. These are a little small. You might want bigger ones. I would think you should. And you're going to take a wide stance. And this is one of my favorite exercises. I've shown it before, but the reason I stick with it and I continue to suggest it is because you're going to be doing this. So side to side. And you're doing basically it's a lunge, but it's a squat move. What's it look like from the side? From the side, you've got a fairly wide stance. And as you come down, you see where my balance is. My knee's not over my toe. At best, it might align with it, right? So I'm kind of sitting almost. And you want to maintain that. Keep that other foot on the ground as you do this stretch side to side. So, by the way, suck the gut in and keep the lower back straight at best, a little bit arched if you feel more comfortable that way. Wide legs, you will feel this stretch in here. And this stretch is valuable. You are working this muscle as you're doing this. And you are working the outer as you're doing this. You will feel it. If you want to make it harder, pick a weight up, right? You can just hold weights if you want to and just go side to side. You're going to feel that stretch. Be careful if you've never done it before. The next day you're in for a big surprise because your adductors are going to hurt. And these out here are called abductors. Very closely named the same. It's like one letter difference. It doesn't really matter. Call it inner and outer thigh. I don't care. I don't need technical terms. I'm talking about practicality here of working with the body shape you have. If you still think your thighs are a problem, think about the fat on your body, because if you have muscle and shape and tone underneath there, the bottom line is you have to lose the fat. There's no way to mince words on that. It's not for me to be fat shaming. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if you don't like the shape you are, you do need to take, responsibility for what you have to do in order to fix it. You can have lots of beautiful shape. You can have a six-pack till the cows come home, but if you've got fat on top of it, no one can see it, and you just think you look fat. You either have to do something about it or you have to decide you love yourself the way you are. That's the end result.